Here we are in the famous Loaves and Fishes free restaurant. 30 years ago I was taking in homeless kids in the church because we'd opened the doors and people started to come in. And we found a lot of people were simply hungry. So we started a Monday night meal and we were running the meal here in the hall. And then one day my mate John Singleton turned up and he had all this money in his pocket. He said, "I've just won all this money on the horses." He said, "What would you do if I gave it to you?" I said I'd open a soup kitchen. And he leant across the table, handed me the money and said, "Call it Loaves and Fishes and here's the money."
I first came across Billy Crews in 2013. I was 66 and I'd just gone broke, so I went to see old mate John Singleton. Now John never gives you money, but he will, if he believes in you, put you on a mission.
Do these blokes know anything when they're sick and they go away and come home and get looked after?
So he sent me out to the Exodus Foundation and Billy Crews.
Billy's been a spiritual leader to the community, non-judgmental. He's looked after so many people to his own detriment. He hasn't really had a life except that life he lives through helping other people. He would be the most selfless bloke I've ever met in my life.
We go down to the food van, right? All the homeless people of the city, in the city come and eat at the food van. And Singo's with me sitting on the wall, right? What do they all talk about? His horses. His horses. Half of them are probably eating with me because they lost all their money on his horses.
So Singo tipped in a little bit of seed money to do some videos on Bill and his life story, etc. We also started a series called Stories from the Edge, which is basically its title, Stories from the Edge. People going bankrupt, homelessness, all sorts of social issues.
I've been living in the front seat of this van since January last year.
I really want a house. I've been battling to try to get a house, asking everybody but no, and it's pretty hard, this place.
I think Singo might have known something because I pretty quickly related to the homeless and people in all sorts of trouble.
The edge is when we come face to face with our own inner loneliness and our own inner individuality, and the fact that with our own inner being we have to deal with the situation we are faced with on this earth at this moment in this time.
In the process of shooting all the stories, I also filmed Bill hosting them all in. So I was filming him like this, and I was looking right into his eyes, right behind the soul of the man, and I got to know him really, really well. It became pretty clear pretty soon that Bill's lifelong fight for those in need
Come on, fish.
was in fact a war.
No. Sit down. Sit down.
A war of compassion.
So many people are told as kids they'll never amount to anything, and they never do. And I think, how do I do something to show people or to encourage people to say, you are really worthwhile? What I'm talking about is about lifting people up and giving them the full honour that individuals deserve. They're not down and outs or up and outs or whatever. Everybody is the same. Everybody is honoured in the chain of life.
Was blind, but